Robert Dumbriz is here from Westlake Meals on Wheels, and I love this idea. I was looking through the information this morning, and you guys are doing a great service for a lot of folks in Westlake.
We certainly do. We actually handle 4 communities. We handle Westlake, North Olmsted, Olmsted, and Olmsted Falls.
Okay, Meals on Wheels. So this is a situation where somebody's making meals, and a bunch of people are delivering them to people who can't get out? Or?
That's correct. Who basically can't cook for themselves or can't get out of the house. They're for whatever reason they're in the home and they cannot leave the home for cooking or getting meals.
Okay, so this seems to me like we're talking about getting the meals to people, but it probably goes a bit beyond that. Just the contact with the folks, right?
Absolutely right. It's actually 3 or 4 different things. One of which is getting the meals to the people, but we're also the face of the community. A lot of the people never get out of the house, and we're the only ones that they see, and we actually pay very much attention to see if they're okay.
Yeah.
So if we don't see somebody, I'll give you an example. Last week we delivered a meal to a lady that was actually wandering around the street in her nightgown, an elderly lady, and hallucinating.
You saved the day.
We saved the day. We ended up calling emergency. We have an emergency contact number for every one of our clients. So we called the emergency contact, and then we called the emergency. They came, and her son came, and they basically, took care of her.
Boy, that's an amazing thing. I mean, you're always worried about somebody. You can't go check all the time yourself, day or night. But this time, so you guys, how many times a day do people stop at somebody's home with Meals on Wheels?
We stop once a day, but we have a route, and each route is about 7 or 8 stops.
The food looks good.
Oh yeah, it's well prepared. It's nutritious. It's made every day fresh, and it's brought in fresh. We don't, there's nothing canned, nothing that's pre-prepared. Everything is freshly made.
I see something like that, and I think about how much this must cost. How is this funded, and does this in fact somehow save people money?
Yes, it does. It's the clients pay $8 a day, $40 a week, but we feel that it saves them a lot of money. If they went into a nursing home, like an example would be, we keep people from going in nursing homes because a lot of times people go in a nursing home when they can't cook anymore, and their relatives, whoever, are afraid they're going to set the house on fire.
Yeah, right.
So, they put them in a nursing home. And we delay that. It costs them 1 day in a hospital. A nursing home pays for the whole year of Meals on Wheels.
That makes so much sense. So much sense. And all the different people who contribute. I parked next to a crazy Subaru out in the parking lot there.
That's mine.
On the side says Meals on Wheels.
That was donated to us by Subaru.
And a bunch of them. It said how many cars they donated. They donated a lot of cars.
No, the Subaru donated to 1 car.
Yeah.
But we do get other donations. And one of the big things for us is donations. We fund ourselves. We've only got about 3 or 4 people that's on a payroll, and they're only on for about 4 hours a day, so it's part-time work. Everything else is funded by us. So we welcome donations on a regular basis.
How does somebody go about getting that donation to you guys?
Well, they would send it to Meals on Wheels, Westlake Meals on Wheels, or contact us, and then we'd go ahead and notify them how to do it. With our phone number, it's 440-871-2551.
It's fantastic. I saw a whole bunch of people helping there, making the sandwiches, cutting the sandwiches, making the salads. Where do those people come from? Are they volunteers, and how can people step up to volunteer now?
They're all volunteers, and they volunteer the same way by contacting me or contacting Westlake Meals on Wheels. They can step up and volunteer. We need volunteers for drivers. We need volunteers for KitchenAid. Right now we're looking for a cook. So if anybody out there is a good cook and likes to cook for fun, come to Meals on Wheels. And then we have volunteers that do other things too.
That is fantastic. What's the location? What location are we looking at? Where is that in the community?
That's in on Dover Center Road between Hilliard and Center Ridge.
So look at it there.
On each side of the road.
There you go. And it looks like a great place to make friends too. If you used to cook for a lot of people and you have no one to cook for right now, that'd be a great place to go, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
Hang out with everybody, have some fun. Kitchen assistant, baker, delivery driver, marketing, office help. Office help is pretty important. People don't think about that much. You think about the food, but there's a lot of organization that goes down in this, right?
The biggest thing is really, it's like a manufacturing facility. We manufacture the food and we deliver the food, but it's getting the right resource to the right place at the right time. And the person that does that is our volunteer coordinator. and she or he are responsible for getting the right driver, the right clients, the right routes, the right meal counts.
Okay.
It's a very intense job.
So we've got some help. We know what we want. We need money. We need some assistance. We need some helpers. And how about somebody out there now that has a relative that say, boy, this would be great for
Well,
them?
that would be wonderful. We need clients. We're trying to build up our client base.
There you go. Bob, you're a good guy.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Good stuff for good people.